Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Silverline. If this is your first time of coming across my videos, this is the Silver Family Journey channel on YouTube, and the Facebook is just the Silver Family Journey. Today, this is Friday, 4th of February 2022, and today I'm going to be dropping another episode, and I think this is the third episode of how I found out that my son has Down syndrome, and my journey so far. So I have two other episodes. So if this is your first time of coming across my videos, if you go on my Facebook or YouTube, you'll find the first two episodes. So yeah, today I think I stopped in where they gave me the diagnosis, and when they gave me the referrals after they found out in the hospital. Like, I'm just trying to recap what is a little bit of my first and second episode. So I've spoken about how I didn't know that my son had needs when I was pregnant, how the doctor came to tell me that they suspecting that he has Down syndrome, how they went test, how I was on and off in the hospital before the diagnosis came out. So after they told me that's like they gave me the diagnosis that he has the condition Down syndrome and extra chromosome, and they now gave me referrals, which is why I always emphasize that parents should follow up whatever their pediatrician, their consultant, their medical practitioner are telling them to do, because it's really helped me. So before I will go into that, I would like to talk about how I felt, how my what was going on in my head, how it affected me emotionally after I found out. So after the diagnosis, I came home. They were sending me to here and there. They sent some group of people. Like I mentioned in my other video, they call them portage. Those are the like early intervention people that will be in the child's life until he's 3 years old, and they started coming from maybe when he was 1 month old. So, but during that period, I really broke down. I think I don't know. I was not myself. Something changed in my life, and from that day till this moment, and I know until I die, something has changed. In the beginning, it's a whole it's like a roller coaster feelings. In the beginning, it was like what I used to tell people now that newly get their diagnosis, that their children might have needs, or you already have them and they told you they have needs. It's like regret asking. I was asking why me. I was like confused. I was so scared. I had a lot of unanswered questions. So I was thinking to the extent that before, I've mentioned it in my other videos, I don't notice special need people. I just walk past them. But when I get that diagnosed, when I would go to supermarket, when I would see the transportation for special need children that takes them to school, I would just keep looking. I can remember after they told me my son had needs, I went to a supermarket, like a superstore, to get something. That was the first time I noticed a boy in a wheelchair. He's almost 7 years old, I guess, and he was still in wheelchair. I was like looking at the boy. His facial looks like my son's own. So my son was really little. I didn't know what to expect. Like, you remember, I told you that when they told me about it, they said they told me everything I could expect. So it's like just a waiting game. I was waiting, and they told me that I can expect for him not to talk, to be fed. He might have a hole in the heart. So when they gave me the diagnosis, they didn't know if he had a hole in the heart. So he had to go for a special test for that. So it was just a whole lot of waiting game for me. So back to the day I met a child on wheelchair that has Down syndrome in one shop. So I was just following the woman about. I was just trying to see how this child is behaving. I was thinking, oh, this is how my child will be when he grows up. It was a whole lot of up and downs. And again, I have this aged mother who knew she knew I was pregnant. She knew I've given birth to a child. To break the news to my family, mind you, it was not like I'm ashamed of breaking the news, but I don't know how my mom would take it, because she worries a lot. That was another trauma. So if you're passing through all those trauma, my dear, believe me, it is a normal thing. But with time, you're going to grow up you are not going to stop being worried about your child, but things will get better. So it was a whole my mental state went down. I had to go for therapy. I went for Makaton science. They sent me for different courses, Makaton's how to like learn the British Sign Language, the Makaton one, and different kind of trainings I went to be able to help me help my child. So I went through a lot. I went through they've sent me to different kind of professionals, medical practitioners that like interviewed me. They wanted to speak with me, so unknowingly to me, they were like trying to find out my mental health, to know if I'm okay, if I'm capable. But they didn't tell me. They didn't even tell me they were watching that. So mind you, if you have a child like that, try to put yourself together, because there are some places they will send you. They will tell you, oh, you're going there for this or that. They are just trying to have a conversation with you, to know how you feel, to know your mental state before, to know if you're in Western world, to know if you're capable enough for them to leave that child. And if they notice that you're not capable, that you went down in your mental health, it's going to be a very big problem, because they might take your child away from you. So systematically, they will like evaluate you, like try to check if you're capable of taking care of that child mentally. So I went through all those things, and I attended all the trainings they gave to me. I was so scared. I was thinking what's going to be my child's life. I was so worried. I was confused. Confusion was my middle name. I was so confused. And but the good thing I did was I took all the advice they gave to me. It was tough. It was really, really tough. And it had a really big impact on my family, because like I as you guys knows, I have an elder son. Before he came, my child, the one with special need, came into my life. It caused some kind of negligence over my son, because I didn't know this child had needs, and the news just came, and that is the area we will talk about sometime in some time. When you have a special need child, try and put yourself together, because too much, if you get carried away so much, which is natural in taking care of that child, you are going to neglect other children, and they will suffer, and who knows what will become of that children. So for now, I know that people don't like long videos. I don't like my videos to be long. So it is if you have a special need child, and you have you've been given a diagnosis, if you're confused right now, if you're full of regrets, if you're thinking, what have I done, if you think it's your fault, if you're thinking, oh, they've cost me, if you think it's a punishment, it's all normal. I did it. But the good thing about mine is that it didn't last very long. So yeah, again, I'm going to stop here, and we'll continue this our journey story, this story of my journey in my next episode. So I hope you guys will have a very wonderful weekend ahead. Again, my name is Silverline, and this is the Silver Family Journey channel on YouTube, and on Facebook, the same thing, the Silver Family Journey. Please share our video out. Let people know we are here, and we don't know who will be helping. The main reason for doing this, so for sharing my life story, for bringing you people into my journey, so for you to grow with us, so that you can find out, we can inspire people here out there, and reassure them, give them some hope that, like, it is not the end of life. It is not a big deal it is not a big deal to have a special needs child. It is a big deal, but at the same time, it is not a big deal. So it is a hard work. It's a hard thing it's a hard work. It's a lot of challenges, but you can do it. Trust me. So in my next episode, which will be episode 4 of my journey, I will leave you. Let's continue from there. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a nice weekend, and see you next week. Bye.